It's the unforgettable, you a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Kansas City Chiefs. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Come on, baby. Let's go! Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Ebron's got it. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big pickup there. 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
Well, I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Yellow. It's our time. It's our time.
Now Rashad Penny. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, it didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Yellow. Check right, check right.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. He gets it to Cooks. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
They'll try to pound it in with Goldman. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
Second and goal, and Penny standing by himself in the backfield.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get up.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Jerry Hughes able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready, we're ready. We're ready. Heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Ryan. It's caught by Aguilar. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. From the gun, it's Ryan. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Penny. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
Hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They keep it with Penny on first down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll toss it to Penny. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Yellow, Argolon, 80! I'm coming after you!
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Hunt. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 41-yard line.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. Hunt. $6-0 our score after one. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Check. Crunch. Crunch. Crunch.
They'll run it here with Hunt. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third.
Hey, South.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So if you like field goals, you've come to the right spot. We've had 3 so far.
But this is a football game, right?
It is.
How you like that one, huh? You like where I went with that? How about that one?
I like it.
Okay, but hey, let's face it. In this game right now, both defenses have responded well. They're trying to hold the line on this. You just wonder if anyone can break through with a touchdown and put some pressure on their opposition.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing.
He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. On the run, it's Penny. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 41, Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
Ready, Mike 51. 6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun, Ryan. He's got the hook up to Lee. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first, 18 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready, blue 80, back 25. Walk 54. Hey, come on, now, come on.
On first down, Ryan. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there at 22.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Ryan now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here.
Show it. 11. Two draw quarters.
They run with Hunt. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run. This is Hunt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, if you bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
A first trip to the red zone for KC. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. To throw is Ryan. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Another try after the first down sack. Ryan, oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Operating from the gun, Ryan. Then he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So a heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he finds Penny. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Mahomes now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Complete to Marquise Goodwin. It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Buccaneers.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But it's going to be 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
36.
Mahomes to throw once more. Deep ball for Goodwin. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan is going to let this go deep for Lee. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Watch the run. Hey, express. Mike 5-4.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
You see me? They can't stop me out here.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Now it's Hunt. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Now Ryan. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll try the right side here with Penny. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And it's 3rd down.
Yellow. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Mike.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. This is Hunt. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Ryan. And it's complete. Henry. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 33.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, express! Let's make General West.
Now a give, right side. Hunt. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there. Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4.
Here's Ryan to throw. He's going to fire one deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll run with Penny. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mahomes going to throw. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Mahomes now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. They set up the screen to Penny. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. On 3rd down, Penny. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. From the gun, it's Ryan. Completes it to Lee. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Ryan now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down. We're back now in KC. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Ryan. He completes it to Hunt, and they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Check. Check hot route. Hot. Shoot. Get up.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
From midfield now on 2nd down. Ryan. Then Woods has it complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 31-yard line. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
I got you. 54, south.
Right there. 54, right there.
On first down, it's Hunt. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here?
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Check me out.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right, and you just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They've bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Mahomes, and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Deshaun Robinson, too much to handle that time, gets the sack.
3rd and 14.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's caught by Penny. And they work this out past the 25. A good pickup there of 20 yards. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Penny, a first down carry. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
Check 37. Check 13. Check 13.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a first down in field goal range already. On the run, this is Hunt. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Check 15. Check 15.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Throwing now is Ryan. And it's complete to Kelsey. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
They come out here in the eye. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
51 for Mike, boy. 51. Go. Check. Ready to go.
A toss play to Hunt. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
They'll come out in the pistol. On 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield is Hunt. He's going to get it running right. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Kansas City, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.